It is, oh, that's cute. It is Tuesday, August 29th, and um, maybe like 10 minutes till 3. I'm in Irvine, and first of all, I feel weird because I haven't been here this late in a long time. So it feels weird to still be sitting here waiting for results this late. Normally, I'm like on the road by this time. I'd be well past Indio, probably close to Quartzsite by now, but I'm not. I'm still here. So that sucks. But it should be fine. I don't like or prefer to drive back home when it's late, when it's dark, but sometimes that happens, you know? What are you gonna do other than drive carefully and get home? And that's what I'm gonna have to do tonight. Also, by the time I get home, it's so late, and I typically only take one day off for my appointments and traveling, that by the time I get home, it's late. I just drop my stuff, shower, and go to bed, which sucks. But other than that, I'm waiting for results because I'm on a transfer cycle, and this is my, what appointment is this? Second? I think this is my second monitoring appointment in the transfer cycle, or third, I don't know. And so of course when I'm not doing an egg retrieval, or hadn't planned on it, or radically accepted that I was not going to do an egg retrieval, or that I was gonna whatever, the cyst that they found in the last appointment, every time they see a big something on the ultrasound that shouldn't be there according to the day that I'm in on my cycle or my blood work, they call it a cyst. Every single time they call it a cyst, it has been a mature follicle. Well, it's been like over a week, or just about a week, since my last appointment where they said, oh, it's a cyst. I come back today and it's a follicle, and it's at a 14 millimeter. Not only is there that, but there's the 3 smaller follicles on my left. And then the right side, that has been like dormant for months, has this large mature follicle, and she found 2 more follicles on the right side. So right now I have a total of 6 follicles, although 5 of them are inadequate. Still, like, I've never had that many follicles all at one time show up. And I've got this big, beautiful follicle that just is right there on the ultrasound. And sadly, I'm gonna have to forfeit it. Like, I decided before that I was just going to accept that I couldn't do anything about it, and that it wasn't a waste, that I was just putting all of my energy and focus into the embryo that I have, and to focus on a healthy transfer and a successful pregnancy. And I want to do that, but it's been really difficult to get my mind off of. And I can see this follicle there. It's really hard for me to get my mind off of it and to think that that's going to be not retrieved. I keep calling and harassing my insurance company to let me know if anything changes, literally day by day, as far as egg freezing goes, because the problem is I'm out of donor sperm. I'm not going to be able to get any donor sperm anytime soon. And then I had this idea where it's like, okay, well, if we're not making embryos, you can still freeze your eggs. So all is not totally lost. Well, my insurance doesn't cover egg freezing. And I'm hoping that every time I call, they say, hey, we just made a change in the rules, and you qualify for egg freezing, and like it's right on time because you can get this follicle and have that on ice until you're ready for embryo making. But that's not realistic. That's not what is happening at all whatsoever. So I called them today. Nothing's changed. I also called them to find out how much is left on my benefit, and they're still showing 11,000 blah 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 of the 15. And I asked her, okay, well, how many pending claims do you see? And they're like, well, we don't see any pending claims. All the claims that were there have been paid. And I'm like, okay, that doesn't sound right, because I had 11,000 months ago. And the last time I talked to somebody, they said that there were, the last time I talked to billing with my fertility center, they said that there were 6 claims that were still pending. So they're saying 6 are pending. My insurance is saying, nope, everything's paid. So I'm like, you guys are so slow. And this is what like trips me up. This is what causes me stress later, because it takes so long for the claims to get like put through that they jumble up all at once. And then by the time like I'm rolling and having things done, then they hit me with this big ass bill if something wasn't covered, like all of a sudden. And that stresses me the hell out. I'm trying to prevent that. I'm trying to stay ahead of costs if something doesn't get covered by my insurance, but so far nothing's coming through. So then I hang up the phone with my insurance, and I call my fertility center billing department, and I'm like, okay, do I have any claims pending? She's like, yes, there are claims pending from end of July and August. And I was like, okay, have they even been sent yet? Because my insurance is saying that it's not, like they're good. And she's just like, yeah, they've been sent or something. I don't know. Billing doesn't know anything until they know something, right? And I was like, okay, whatever. Next question. Can you like tell me how much it would cost if I were to do an egg retrieval, but instead of making an embryo, like just freeze the egg? And she's just like, well, and then asked me questions, and I was like, don't do anything. I'm just asking. Technically, I'm on a transfer cycle. The last time I had a transfer cycle, they did an egg retrieval within that cycle, and all of this and all of that happened. And she's just like, well, they haven't submitted, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, whatever you have to do. But if you do that, is it going to disrupt what I have going on right now? Like, is it going to mess up anything? And she's like, well, it shouldn't. And I'm like, shouldn't isn't necessarily no. I need a no. And the fact that you use the word shouldn't means that there is something possibly that could disrupt it. So girl, I don't know. But so then I was like, she says, well, I can send you the packages that we have for egg freezing, and I can send you the a la carte out of pocket. And I was like, send me the a la carte out of pocket via email. That way I can see, because the egg retrieval is covered. It's the freezing that's not. I need to know how much the freezing is for like a year or less, but probably a year, right? Because if they can get this baby out right now while I'm on the transfer cycle and freeze it and save it for me for when I have sperm again next year, it's not going to be this year, that would be great. While I'm on the road to having my embryo transferred, right? That would be amazing. So is it going to work out like that? No, probably not. And I hate to talk like that and just be like negative, but again, I have to, like, there's a sweet spot. I have to have a balance between positivity and realism, and the fact that all of the, like, so many moving parts have to work together perfectly in order for this to work right now, like this week, is so unlikely. So although I'm asking the questions, and like I did have her go ahead and put in a pre-authorization for egg freezing, despite like, I know that they're going to deny it, but I need that appeal paperwork just to try, right? Is that all going to happen before like things get rolling this week? Probably not. But after me making the calls, getting the information, and having them do what they can do, that is my like absolute Like, there isn't anything else I can do. Literally, there's nothing else I can do after that. And then I'm content. I have to see things through until there is nothing else that I can do. But if there's a possibility, like, that I could take one more step towards a goal, then, like, I'm relentless until there are no more steps, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I've done all I can do. And that also, like, helps me to accept the inevitable, right? If I feel like I've done everything that I can do and it doesn't work out, then it hurts less. It hurts less if I know I tried everything. But if I'm unsuccessful and it's because, if I'm unsuccessful and I feel like I still could have done that, or had I asked, or had I made a call, or had I tried this, it feels like it's my fault because I didn't do everything that I could do to, like, work this out. So anyways, that's that. I'm waiting for my results. It's 3:00 by now. The reason why I'm waiting this time and not just assuming that whatever is because we're so close. It could be that, okay, we're going to do your transfer on Saturday or Monday or whatever. And if that's the case, then they might put me on more meds, which would be progesterone. At this point, it's only estrogen and progesterone, and I have both. But if they want me to start taking progesterone today, then I want to purchase another box from them or another vial from them today, just to make sure that I have enough. Like, I don't want to run into the issue that I had the last time where I ran out of progesterone for like 2 days, which was like 3 doses. I don't want to have that problem. I want to have everything that I need so that nothing is missed, nothing is skipped. So yeah, I'm just trying to see what they say. This appointment is going to be different because I know that the doctor is going to call me and be like, hey, you have a big follicle. Do you want to get that? And I'm going to tell him, I would love to, doc, but do you have some extra sperm on hand? Or do you have some extra like petty cash or like grant money that you can spare me to like freeze my egg? I mean, because if not, then I can't. So anyways, that's what's going on. That's what's going on. I'm just chilling. Actually, I'm not chilling. It's warm. I have my windows open, but I'm getting a breeze. It's late in the afternoon. It's quiet. I have a nice shady tree. Everything is fine. I'm fine. Everything is okay. I'm not stressed. It's just hard to turn your fertility brain down or off, because this journey has been constant, like plan B, C, D, and E's. Or, okay, now that this is done, let me plan the next 5 steps, or consider the next 5 steps, or multitasking and navigating. It's always a lot going on at the same time. So it's hard to turn that down or turn it off and focus on one thing when that's all you have. So I'm not sad. I'm disappointed. I feel a little bit of FOMO, serious FOMO actually, that, and this is where I want to like put my energy into, rather than, I keep getting messages, that's why I'm looking at my phone, but rather than have that like toxic positivity towards like the stars and planets aligning so that I can get this egg frozen, I want to put my positive energy and like recognize that originally what I was saying is I'm going to let this go and focus on the embryo that I have. I have an embryo. I'm on a transfer cycle. Like, nothing has even happened yet to where I'm already planning for it to fail and for me to need this other follicle, this other egg. Nothing has even happened yet. Like, don't give up. I'm already giving up on this embryo and like wanting to get another egg. Like, no, like I have an embryo on ice. It's ready for me. I need to be ready for it. Focus on this. I don't need the follicle. I want the follicle because I know that's a baby. I want that baby. That baby is desired, but I need to focus on I want to focus and need to focus on the baby that is going to be mine very soon. And stop planning for failure. That's what it is. Stop planning for failure. That's what I'm doing. Don't put that energy and that work and those emotions into planning for failure. So, and I said that. I said that I was going to not be that way, but I knew it was going to be hard when I saw it on the ultrasound, and it's still there. I low-key was hoping that it was a cyst and that it would be gone on this ultrasound, but it wasn't. And I could see it, and it was nice and big and round and beautiful. And so, of course, that got my head spinning. And then the fact that more little baby follicles popped up, like, what? I've never had 6 at a time. Never. What the heck? Wow. But you know what, though? That's all the supplements and stuff that I've been taking. Like that. It's only been, what, a month? I've been taking the DHEA. I've been taking the Chasteberry Vitex. I've been taking the vitamin B, C, D, E, magnesium, iron, maca root. What else? Aspirin. What else? I've been taking it all. And that's probably what it was that brought these other follicles up. That's probably what it was. And like trying to like eat better and just do better by myself. That's what it was. Because there was a time where I didn't have the DHEA and I didn't have vitamins for a while. Oh, the prenatals, I'm taking those too. I didn't have vitamins for a while and I was getting just the one bloop at a time. Now that I've been taking this, I've got all these bloop bloop bloops. They're little, but they're there. So now I know consistency. And I've also been like trying to make sure that I'm not interfering with the estrogen. So since I've been taking the estrogen, what? Okay, I just got a weird notification from my apartment. Fire inspection. Girl, leave me alone. Since I've been taking the estrogen, like a couple days into it, I stopped taking the vitamin E, the aspirin, the DHEA, and the Chasteberry Vitex, and the magnesium. I stopped taking those because I don't want them to interfere with the building up of the estrogen. So, but everything else, the vitamin B, D, and the prenatals I take. And every once in a while, like every other day, I'll take ashwagandha. Every other day, I'll take the iron. So she said that my lining had thickened, which that doesn't really concern me very much, but she didn't give me a number. So I want to know what the number is. My lining has to be at least, I think they said at least 7, and mine is usually pretty good. She didn't give me that number. Yeah. Oh, thank God for that breeze. But yeah, I really want to know what is happening. So I'm gonna stop this video and I'm gonna check my profile to see if there's anything there yet. All right. I'm like really upset. It is 4 o'clock. And I swear I feel like I'm the last one to have gotten my results and a call They close at 4:30. It's 4 o'clock. They know I'm from out of state. They know that I drive. And like absolutely nothing has happened. Nothing. No meds. I've got results, but no meds, no instructions other than to keep taking the estrace. And they want me to come back on Friday and not for a transfer. Just for what? What are we looking for? I'm so frustrated. I could cry. Like I could have been almost home by now. Sitting here for hours. My appointment was done at like 1:15. I've been sitting here for hours. Why was I the last one to get results? They know I'm from out of town. I'm so ready to be done. I'm not leaving at the ass crack of midnight to get here at 7 a.m.